Hello everybody, it is time for a very important channel update, which is that it is time. Many of you know that my dad was diagnosed with terminal cancer earlier this year, and he's been pretty stable generally for like the last few months. And about a month and a half ago, he decided he didn't want to do treatment anymore because that was just making him feel sick, and it was having absolutely no effect at all. And even the doctors were like, this is just, there's no reason to keep doing the treatment. So he's been pretty stable since then too. And we go and hang out, chat with him and everything. But this last week, he just like rapidly declined. And so he's gone from being, lucid and talking and having conversations with him and laughing at stuff that my daughter's doing and stuff like that, to completely in and out of consciousness all the time and bedridden and just not who he was before. And so we're not expecting him to make it through the weekend or even to the weekend, but it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks. We literally do not know. So I needed to update you guys and let you know that the Calamity Ranger series that I had recorded for channel members only, which I was recording in this event, that would then be released as things happened. That is ready to go, and I've got episodes of that I have recorded that are ready to go for you guys. But I probably will return to recording before the episodes of that expire, or like how many I've recorded ahead like actually get out, and then I'm out of those episodes, which means that it will only be, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8 episodes, potentially, maybe a week. I don't know how long I'm gonna need, maybe a week or 2 weeks of videos that will be of that series, and then the rest of it will remain as channel members only until the end of the year. Until November, I will release the rest of it in between episodes of Dragon Age when I'm doing that at the end of October. And then I've also been taking the time the last couple days, as I've had time, to record additional episodes. I'm already recorded ahead for like another week, so I've got about roughly over 2 weeks of content ready, just so I can take a break. And that is my plan. I'm just going to take a break from everything, from my Etsy business, from my painting business, from YouTube, from literally everything. I'm just going to hang out and just exist for like 2 weeks, maybe more. We'll see how that ends up working out. But just so you guys know where we're at with the channel, I'd let you guys know earlier this year that I would inform you at this point, if there was ever this point to inform you on. And I'm just doing my due diligence so you guys know where content is and where I'm coming from. I won't be responding to comments at all for like the next few weeks. You guys totally understand. I don't need to tell you this. You guys are all on board with this. But what I will say, because I'm bound to get a lot of condolences and everything, and I totally appreciate those. But what I will say is that I am incredibly lucky, because about a month ago, about 3.5 weeks ago, I had the opportunity to actually just go over to his house, sit down with him and his wife, and I actually got some private time just to say bye while he was still like completely of his own wits. And we had like a good 2-hour conversation with that. It was a really hard conversation. It like wrecked me for a week afterwards, but it's not something that, people get an opportunity to do very often. And being able to say things that, that you've been wanting to say, or think that you will always have time to say in the future, like thank yous and whatnot. That's the kind of stuff that people don't get a lot of, like time to do. Because oftentimes when people pass, it's very sudden because it's an accident, or it is a disease like this, and sometimes that disease takes them far quicker than you're expecting. And so I'm just very grateful that I had the opportunity to do that. And I want to encourage you guys that if you have parents that you have not had a conversation like that with, like, hey, thank you for being my parent, I apologize for being like a brat sometimes and stuff like that, but I appreciate these things that you did, and like my dad always supported me. I would not have the YouTube channel or any of my businesses that I run or any of my passions that I have for like video gaming or anything without him. And so I got to thank him for all that, and also hear that in return of things that he was really appreciative that I did, and not being a huge pain in the butt growing up and stuff like that. And I just, I encourage you to have that conversation with your parents. Be like, hey, before anything might happen in the future, because you never know, life is fragile. Like, these are things that I want to tell you, and I just want to like be a grown up about it and let you know of these things. And then if it ever comes to it and you have a situation where a relative is in the hospital or something like that, you can remind them of that. Hey, be like, hey, remember that conversation we had? I want to remind you of these things I said to you, and reinforce them. And it will mean so much to them. And you'll feel so much better about an eventual end of somebody's life if you have said those things. You're not going to hold that regret of, oh, I should have said, or I should have done this, or I should have done this more. Just do the things that you think you should be doing right now. Don't wait. There's no reason to. Life is way too fragile. And this is gonna seem non sequitur, but it is. My wife and I were having a conversation on the way home from my dad's today, and we were talking about like Facebook accounts and stuff like that. Like, what happens when someone passes? Like, what do you do with their social media and stuff like that? And in some cases, you may choose to remove like their account or close their account out, which is totally understandable. It's a case-by-case thing. But I told her straight. I was just like, hey, if anything ever happens to me, do not do anything with the YouTube channel. Like, leave those videos up, because I talk about my life so much in these videos, and it is this history. It's this verbal history of my life. And this is just one of those things in it. And if I can even help somebody else going through a similar thing, or give them encouragement on how to get through it, it's that is so much more valuable to me than someone feeling like my videos, I don't know, maybe I said something like 10 years ago in a video and it's offended people and like I canceled. I don't know. Who knows what it is? But just like I told her, leave my videos up no matter what. And especially if it's something like that happens soon. Because you never know. Accidents happen. It happens all the time. It's like, no, I want my toddler that when she grows up enough to understand it, she can watch all of these videos. YouTube sent me a video or an email the other day. Because I've been doing this since 2011, okay? It is 2024, and I've uploaded at least one video every single day. I've never missed a day. And they told me, hey, you've been doing so good. You have over 5,000 videos. And it blew my mind, but in the context of everything going on in my life, it reinforced, like, yes, if anything ever did happen to me, and my 3-year-old daughter, who would have vague memories of me as she got older, she could watch my entire library of videos if she chose to, and have a very deep understanding of who I am, because who I am is what I present in these videos, and that's never going to change. And that whole concept for the videos I make and how I wear my heart on my sleeve for everything, none of that would have been the case if it weren't for my dad. So, I thank him definitely for all of that. And thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for watching my videos and encouraging me through this time. It means a lot. But with all of that being said, we shall see you guys next time.